Okay, welcome back to our Kerbal Space Program career mode. This time we should be hopefully, well, at least this time we're getting into space. Hopefully we're getting to Eve. Hopefully. So last time when we left off, just to give a brief recap, actually, first thing I need to do will be to dock 2 parts. So we've got up in orbit this thing. Break your finger spamming the join stream button. Oh, thank you very much. And I'm sorry for your finger. Yeah, so last time we had this, we got the helicopter plane into orbit, and we've got the crew module over here. Now we will need to dock them together. Well, I guess the best way would just be to dock it from here. Dock to the port down here. Too far away to actually go to at the moment, so to the target of the docking port. Quite actually, I'd be able to just spin this around. Or from here, target. I don't like the fact that it's not locked. Okay. Spin this around. Okay. Oh, I still should be able to spin it around. And set it as target now. Back to this one's target 2. Set to the docking port, so now we just need to point at the target. So retrogrades that side, we push retrograde, we pull prograde. It doesn't quite look like you're pointing at target there. Ah, that's why. It's upside down. Now, ooh, that was a bit faster than I really wanted it to be. Let's go retrograde. I do not have any propulsion the other way. I've got RCS. RCS is not going to move this thing. Let's very slowly spin this around. Let's get a bit closer. No harm in getting a bit closer. And I guess go bring the frost limiter down. Then I will be able to push that towards the anti-target. Okay. There to get a bit closer. Bit closer still. I think that's probably enough. Bit more. Now. Oop. Just need to point towards it. That should be enough. target. That kind of looks okay. Maybe go camera. Yeah. Maybe this will be enough. We are very slowly going towards it. Are slightly missing, but might be fine. Might need to spin to turn towards it. One point right way. And there we go. No? No. There we go. Connected. Why did I not stage these? They... Not like these ones actually cause debris for some reason. That should save on a bit of mass. Now, the thing with this top one is there is no truss. It doesn't really look like it's connected to the top one. I might just leave that one now. But yeah, in any case, we've got this now in orbit. So just going to quick save, and then we just need to get our interplanetary stage. Apparently I'm dropping some network frames. Okay. Why did I do tracking station? I should have just gone Space Center. Okay, so now what we will want is more than enough delta B. What size is that actually? 1.5 or something? One size? This one size, okay. That will work. Oh. That's not a good way to search for it. Mark 1. That's what I want. First of all, now first of all, we need the senior report. Actually, make that the root part. That off for now. We will need electric power, and we will want a bunch of action wheels. For that, let's actually get another. That should be enough. Plenty. Maybe go for a 2.5 meter service bay. Things we need in here. We probably don't need super impressive it might still be good to just have a community one. It was a bit ridiculous to have it in here. Fact antenna looks more like an umbrella. Needs electricity generation as well. So I think let's go for 1x5. That should probably be enough. How much do these reaction wheels use? 0.6 per second? Yeah. Okay. We'll have plenty then. I thought they used more. Now, there's Mark 1. I think what I'll do, something like this. No, not. I'm wanting engine plate. Here. We go 6x1 maybe. That works. That's about the right size for it too. Let's just start with the central one first. That'll be the easiest to on. Sure, because we don't actually pair up the part. I'm wondering about maneuvering the thrusters to dock in position, because the other side won't be able to position well. That's got to be overkill, right? That. The engines, you will want the nerve engine. Like that. Yeah, I mean, if we go vacuum, 10 kilometers per second, I think. Although it will be less with what we're carrying. To get to Eve, we will need roughly. So first 1,000, then we will need another few hundred. Yeah. Question is, how much mass am I actually carrying? I don't know. Okay, save. The transfer. Planetary trucking. Go with that. I load the other vessels. Eve 1. I forget what's in this. What's the mass? I wanted 25 tons. Let's go with that. And I need the Eve heliplane. And 33 tons. Okay, so about 60 tons. trucking. Hello, Cool Waffle in Twitch chat. Currently trying to make something that will carry 60 tons to Eve. So let's put something heavy. Can I do a sort by mass? And I don't think I can. Okay. Well, wanting something that's 60 tons. So, I can't stack multiple pieces on top of each other, can I? No. Okay. Maybe fuel tank. Fuel tanks are probably heavy, right? Big ones. That's 144 tons, so that's more than our target. Didn't realise I had this. That'll be useful. 36 tons. Yeah, let's go down the size. Maybe we can get something better. Uh, 20 tons. I'll be a bit over 60 tons. That still gets us more than enough Delta V. Okay. Fine then. Thank you for the follow. Liking. Okay, that definitely sounds like a bot. He's with the @sign. Account created only a couple of days ago. Actually a month ago. Maybe feels like it was a couple of days ago. Let's move that. Get rid of a bit of it. Yeah, I mean, I brought up that it sounds like a bot and there wasn't a response to it, so yeah, I'm thinking that's a bot. Yeah. Let's give him a ban. Okay, that will still give us... Oh, that's why it's still giving us nearly 10k km per second. It's because I removed the mass simulator. Let's just keep it on top for now, I guess. 7k. How much do I need? I need like 2k. Although, yeah, I actually probably want to use it to slow down. I probably actually want more like 4k, maybe 3k, 3 and a bit k. 7k would be still more than enough. What's the thrust like? 0.2? Not too bad, all things considered. I think that should probably be enough. Then what I'll do is using the fuel canister. You're right. How do I... I want it to mass a lot still. Well, there is a way to do it, but it doesn't count that. I know. If I... Let's enable staging and stage it beforehand. Oh. Okay. let's put an actual thing on then. Coupler. No, but then it won't count for mass for what V? Delta V. Ah. Okay. What else has a lot of mass? Thinking about it, seems like not much liquid fuel to get that much delta V. Yeah, no, you definitely have a good point there. I mean, engines have high mass, but putting them all on is difficult. Ooh, ore tanks. Ore tanks are probably good. Tons plus. Referring the fuel cans directly onto the engines, just to check if it is. It's kind of awkward. Yeah, it's definitely using this middle one, because when I take it away, the delta V is going down. Okay, how much mass is in this? 15 tons, I think? Because we go from 105 to 90. Yep. So 15 will be a bit over our... Although I guess we can adjust better. So that'll get 30. 60, except each of these are 2 tons, so... Yeah, okay. So if I do 1200, 100, so 12, 12, it wouldn't be enough. Although 12 would work with an extra one. Although, no, I've got getting the fact that they each weigh 2 baseline. So really that's 14. 4 would leave me 4 short. And, that gets me 3 more. 59 will do. Yeah, that's only getting me 4,000 meters a second now of delta V. Okay. Yeah, I've got basically just a test count to make sure that everything's working. Is 5,000 enough? It probably is, but I might want an extra safety margin. 1,000, that should be enough now. Stable staging just so that it's not using for staging. So now it's not actually showing me the delta V amounts. Okay. 6,000 meters a second. I should only need 4,000. Roughly. I'm going to hope that that's enough. So maybe... How much to... It's 18,000 photons each. That's a lot cheaper too. So we might just have some ring thrusters. Commands didn't work? I thought I tested that recently. Commands are... Oh. I can remember at one point I accidentally clicked on something in Streamlabs and it might have deleted that. I thought it was something else that I removed. Might have removed the commands one. Not in... No, it's not in there. Yep, okay. Let's add it back in then. Just quickly... Probably do like a mods or something one. I would love to set up channel points. The thing is, you need to be Twitch affiliates, like have monetization, in order to use channel points. If anything, I want monetization, not to do monetization, just to have channel points. Channel points are great. I just can't yet. Yeah, I've mostly been streaming on YouTube in the past. Still relatively new to Twitch. I only started Twitch this year, I guess. At least consistently, and even consistently is like probably less than once a week on average. I mean, definitely less than once a week on average. I think it's 50 followers, and then a certain amount of time streaming during the month, and then a certain amount of average concurrent viewers. And yeah, the command should be working now, by the way. Yeah, I'll make it better at some point, but now I don't remember what it was previously doing. It was definitely better than that. Yeah, so one of the other things I'm streaming is Dwarf Fortress. I'm playing a game with Durangi. Basically, we'll play for a year and then send the save across to each other. So, going back to KSP, what do I need? Coupler. I think I'll need payload bay probably. Just want to cover up the engines. Straight up. Way to do that. What? Oh, it's because I'm not on snap, that's why. There we go. Now, how do I close it off? Up. Make that a bit neater. That's going from size 3, I think. The size 3 down to size 2. That's 1. 3 to 4, yeah, okay. That. And then just to have some maneuvering thrusters on the top. Welcome unit, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, so I often... Definitely people immediately think I'm British, quite often, most of the time. I get that all the time, don't worry about it. I'm actually Australian, though. I just have this accent. And I'm really not good at doing accents, so this is the only accent I have. Put a bit of oxidizer in there. What would work? Time symmetry speed. That way, yeah. There we go. Now I probably want to put that on an action group. 5 toggle engine and toggle these engines. Unit on the YouTube chat from New Zealand, nice. I've been there a few times. They have a lot better snow than Australia does. It's been a long time since I was last in New Zealand though. I was a kid at the time and don't really remember much. And it was winter, so I expect it was probably a fair bit different than the summers get. But it was... what I do remember was nice. Back. How much do we mass? Shouldn't be too much. 2 tons, Yovo. I put them separately, is there a 1 meter a second, that's yeah, that's not great. I've only got 120. No, that's thrust. What's 300 vacuum ISP? 340. Yeah, I'm not going to get much. I mean, yeah, this should definitely be able to get us to Eve and into an orbit. Worst case scenario, the individual payloads we're taking should be able to get to their own specific orbits. This should work, I think. Maybe I'll just get rid of oxidizer there. Just put your first probe on Eve, nice. Like on Eve or around Eve? You're on science? Okay. I mean, you still need to unlock the science to get stuff. I'm at a point in career mode where I have 11 million. I'm basically on science at this point. Cost is just a very minor thing that you need to keep in mind. Point. Oh, Kerbals around even a probe on the surface. Okay, nice. I still haven't gotten anything onto Eve yet. That's what I'm currently in the progress of doing for this mission. I think I will just have to aim well. Enough. Both of these on. Not have any rear thrust. I think maybe what I could do though. Lights. Always the last button I press. Last directional button. Have them straight up. Save that. That should be all we really need. Maybe add some struts. Maybe even on the inside. I think what I can do is this, and it should attach nearest? No. Don't strand this Kerbal. I'm gonna be honest. There isn't a plan to get them back at the moment. I'll send another mission to retrieve them. What I'm trying to get on Eve, the Twitch chat, a couple of things. I need to do an advanced scan of the rover arm. I need to do advanced scan of the pancake dome rover arm, and I need to make ground contact and splash down on the ocean. And I mean, also do this. I don't think I'm ready to extract ore from Eve and deliver it to Gilly quite yet. And a mission to retrieve a rescue mission, and a mission to recover a rescue mission, and then yeah. I mean, let's be honest, I wasn't the original person to strand that Kerbal on the moon. That was some other company, and then we were hired to rescue them. I think that's all we need in space. Think there's anything else? I think we need cargo. I don't. It's probably fine. Science is already all kitted out. Communication, we've got the Communitron. Got the electricals. This shouldn't be going into atmosphere, so we should be fine on that front. This shouldn't be landing. Aerodynamics, I guess maybe. They're still at 6K. Fine. Aerodynamics, I guess we can put a nose cone on it. 2 meter. 2 meter nose cone again. Let's just go by size. There we go. And enable staging of this. Actually, disable staging. I'll action group it. Along with engines, Separatron is somewhere. I never remember where Separatrons are placed. We're sending a probe into Eve. We are sending a couple of Kerbals to Eve, but currently do not have a plan to get back. Yeah, another one of those. Bring the solid fuel down a bit. And move it. Good. Action group stuff now. So on one we want to undock, activate the engines, and let's deploy that for good measure. 3 will be to toggle solar panels. Let's leave that as is. I think from here I just need to get this up into orbit. Save that. I think this is 3 meters. Yeah. Okay, so yep. Staging on. Right. That's fine. Game starting of a stream. I think it's network. I've noticed it might also only be Twitch. Because I'm streaming first to YouTube and then also like multi-outputting it to Twitch. I'm noticing I am getting some drop frames on the network. A couple of weeks ago, had issues with the uninterrupted power supply to the switch the Ethernet's connected to. Maybe there's some kind of lingering effect. I don't think I saw any issues last week though. Okay, so I'm Australian, but I'm living in Canada now. I should have internet. I agree, if I was in Australia, yeah, the internet would be terrible. I think your stream's a bit behind. You will hear what I say in a moment. Cool waffle. That's not like not being upside down anymore? What do you mean? I'm upside down all the time now. I didn't used to be upside down. It's a real issue, I tell you. One downside of being in Canada. At least the biggest one. Oh, that pattern works out nice. Now then. Can I use it somehow? Not the tallest rocket I've made. It'll be fine. Yeah, that's not going to be enough. Well, at least gets a high enough thrust-weight ratio. I might just go straight to upper size. That's so 3 to 4. Since you stream on both YouTube and Twitch, it'd be great if we could put chat on screen. On YouTube, you can see what people on which say, and vice versa. Yeah, I am going to take a closer look on Twitch in terms of service, because they have things about you need to be equal priority to both. You need to be giving as much priority on Twitch as everything else, but you also can't combine chats. So I think you can put like separate chat stuff in. I don't know. I'm gonna have a look at it at some point. I'm gonna take some time off work soon, so one of the things will be maybe looking through that. Yeah, getting some channel stuff done as well, and doing some other personal projects. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of stupid. There used to be worse though. There used to be like all sorts of restrictions on. I don't think they even allowed multi-streaming at one point. Separating chats is by definition not equal. Yeah. Twitch do Twitch things. Okay. Vectors seem a bit small for that. These no, do they not? I thought they had their own multi things. Nice. It kind of looks like it works. Nowhere near enough thrust weight ratio though. Skippers? Right. Does have a weird effect to it. Oh. No, that is actually just part of it. Okay. Never mind then. It's fine then. What's thrust weight ratio? Yeah, that should actually be usable. Oh. That doesn't want to attach outside. I might need to use vectors after all. Something like this, I was thinking. Put all the engines together. That does get enough thrust weight ratio. Seen other people do it. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible that people do it, but just because it's a rule on Twitch doesn't mean they're going to enforce it equally, is the issue. So, bigger channels probably can do it, they're more likely to be seen to be doing it, but then they're also more likely to be able to get away with it. Meanwhile, a smaller channel, Twitch is probably going to be like, yeah, we can get rid of them. They're not obeying our terms of service, and so we don't care, and no one's going to speak up about it, or at least not enough people are going to speak up about it. So we're just going to do our own thing. I would want to look through in closer detail for terms of service before deciding on anything. So yeah, for now I'm basically just saying, at least I'm trying to say what I read, so that both sides can hear each other. Eight. Could have some side boosters. Yes. I will probably also want my grid. Like here should be fine. Min 1. And hopefully that'll be enough control authority. Now going back to getting more delta V for this. I mean, I probably have enough, considering that there's fuel in the upper stage, but I do want to save that for the actual mission. Maybe I go with 2 times? Gonna be slightly awkward with grid fins, so maybe I get rid of this. Chats. Yeah, let's cast our predictions. Okay, let's just go 2 times symmetry. Yes, that looks fine. I can put a poll in YouTube. I don't think I can put polls on I don't think I can. I don't think I have it set up to do polls on. If I had channel points, I could use the channel point thing. Don't know about basic polls though. Those are bets though. That it will blow up? Ye of little faith. This feels overkill. I will be honest. The wrong way around, I think. I don't think I should be using these engines like this. Probably fine. Hello, Zach. Welcome to the Twitch chat. I am making something that should be going to Venus and taking other things with it to Venus. First, I need to get it into space. Oh, you came from YouTube chat? Person out of space? Aha! Welcome. And welcome to the Twitch side of chat. Can't make phase orange though. Can't make this orange. That's annoying. It's a shame. Okay, so let me just some calculations. 1,000, that should be enough. Delta V, I probably. Oh, too much thrust weight. I probably want thrust weight on central section. So let's do thrust limited. What's wrong with this one, I guess? That's a more reasonable amount. Just a touch more fuel. Two of those, I might as well. And now, okay, enable crossfeed. There we go. Yeah, that should be more than enough Delta V now. That's good. So now, struts. Tube open and then overlay and typing through Twitch. It's first of faith. I am very happy that YouTube does that now. It used to be really annoying if you wanted to switch for something for just a second and it's like, oh no, your video's gone now. Okay. Well, I think premium version might have let you do that, but you want to get premium for just that though? Not really. Can't go wrong with more struts, so the answer is always more struts. Maybe some more struts. I think that's probably decent. Completeness sake, let's go with then in, oops, pull assembly in. Two things to say, tell you to get premium for already free. No ads, unlock origin, free downloads, use seal extension. The answer is always more struts, one of the most Kerbal distance of all time. Yeah, in terms of free downloads, there's a Python script that lets you do that. Oh, I'm happy. YouTube chat is currently 100% saying that we will not crash and burn. YouTube chat has faith. Now to prove them wrong. Is there anything else I need? I probably just want to adjust thrust weight. Launch again. That'll do. Actually, wait. Nice. Oh, all of a sudden, 2/3 are now saying yes. Okay. Do I have enough struts? No. Yep. Actually, I know what I should bring. Cargo hold. Seems to be about the right size. And using this cargo hold, we will bring more struts. Yeah, this is probably getting to be about enough. I don't think there's any other cargo I need to bring. So let's just go with that. And for good measure, let's save that. 500,000. Well, that's fine. This should all be fine. I think I saved. Now, I have enough Delta V that I should just be able to rendezvous in orbit. But to save on a bit of that, I probably should have put launch clamps, but oh well. Let's just time warp that target is near-ish. A bit closer, I guess. I do want to still be ahead of the target because it'll be easier to slow down for it by going faster. So, quick save. Throttle up. And without any further ado, launch. Oh! Phase is just completely in my hands now. Well, the good news is I've proven all of you wrong. There was no crashing and there was no burning. Oh, $1 Kerbal dollar's worth 0.02 Canadian dollars. Actually, wait, in flight, I can quick load. Yep. Change of staging, resolder the docking clamps via the couplers on, and thrust up at maximum, and we are launch. And we are wobbling a bit. I don't like that. Okay, let's take it back to the building. And one of the things I want to do is in here, now that I've remembered it. I saw it wobbling. Try to stabilize it. Get a clean look, there we go. There. Okay, let's get all the staging in order. This is 1.3, yes. That's at sea level 7. Okay. This time? And, right. I'm up around. Launch attempt number 2. Yeah. We did the first launch attempt and we just kind of did nothing. Oh, I forgot to put launch clamps in again. Oh well. Thrust up and launch. This time it's working. Are we sending it? A bit of a tilt. Okay, it seems somewhat stable. I spoke too soon, I think. Hello, Sean. All the engines seem to be on at least. That's good. Now, the question is... let's just put it prograde. Let's hope that is stable enough. I'm not going to turn as fast as I would like it to. It is at least going to keep turning. And we're now over the mountains. Okay, let's stop that turn. Oops. Pardon. 20-kilometer apparatus. Okay. We should be able to just stage those off. I was thinking of putting separatrons on those. I did not. 18 kilometers up. Would be okay. To start turning a bit more. This is about the height that most jet engines will start dying, so I think it's okay to go a bit further away from prograde now. Maybe actually bust down a touch. And just float up a bit higher. 35 should be good now. But I'm still slightly worried about. No, I should be good now. But it's about a bit of a wobbly rocket. There we go. Nothing. Well, I was about to say nothing's blown up. I think the side boosters will probably be blowing up when they hit the ground. What do you mean it makes you big sad that I didn't completely fail? Apparatus is in space. Let's try to burn a bit below the horizon. Periapsis up. Pretty good amount. Bring the frost down again. Got to do that. There we go. Couple of stuff. Blah, blah, blah. What are they called again? Airy stuff. Airy stuff is good. That's fine. Get the upwaps up to same as targets. That is a target as well. The inclination looking like 1 degree roughly. Point towards target. Got solar panels. And why do I have oxidized? Alright, that makes sense. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'm not distracted. Let's quick save here. I'm probably going to overshoot this node. Not. Gonna be surprised. Wobble all the way off. Good enough. Now, actually, fine. Then here to slightly. Yeah, gets us an intercept. 7.9 kilometers though. Better. Ooh. One thing I did not think of for once is to put what are they called? Probe core on this in the back down. I also didn't put parachutes on it. That's unlike me. Guess I'll use it to get close to an encounter, and I'll drop it back into the atmosphere. Over slowing down a bit. Oh, yeah, I probably should fix the inclination with it as well. Get the step a bit closer first. Ah. So close here because that's near the ascending node. I can get it down to 1.9 there. Here too. I wonder how much that's actually getting the orbits closer and how much it's just it getting it closer to the ascending node. Warp over. Physics warp to spin the engines around. I'm not going to try to change the thrust amounts on this, the thrust limiters on this. So, I'm just going to very lightly push buttons. 2, 1. Relatively close. Let's fix the inclination. slowly wobble our ways up. And then time to it. Time up to it. There we go. Save again, and then some more time warping. Go. Oh. Now retrograde so that we can drop this section. And then set up for an encounter again. So, where's Periapsis? Over there. Ugh. 110. So 70, I guess, but not much lower. Nope. Now, couple. I maybe should have pointed prograde first. Oh well. Not giving me a Delta V. Just move out. Up to the other rocket. Let's just retract solar panels quickly. And there, we've gone past, okay. Now back to trying to get an intercept. Okay, so it's 14 kilometers at the moment. If I add a maneuver here, prograde will give me decrease it. So D for now. Oh. Okay. Well, we are ahead of it, so up it's probably fine. Slow down here. Target position will be ahead. E. Okay. That gets very close. Out of curiosity, what do you think is an average amount of people to be following on Twitch? Not sure. I'm gonna guess if you're someone who typically watches with Twitch, maybe 20? I don't know. If you're more like watching for specific people on Twitch, maybe more like 5? Did you cheat? Why no fail? No cheat. On the other hand, no clue why I've got 0 Delta V. Yeah. But it's also going to make it hard to tell how long to burn for. Oh, I overshot that. Burn. Okay, so it doesn't take too long. Oh no. Okay. Well, that's closer. There it is. Stop time warping? Time warp. Next 40 seconds, I guess. Now, retrograde to target. You're getting pretty close to the target. Yep, there it goes. Let's load it in. Let's... Yeah, start slowing down. I'll just go retrograde. We're going a bit fast. That is close now. Go. Now, switch over to this one. Couple. That. Switch over to it. Ooh. Okay. That's not how. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. I know what my mistake was. Too late now. More debris. I was supposed to do it that way, and then once this is in atmosphere, could couple it. Actually, I wonder, before I do anything else, let's just keep it like that. If I bring my engineer out on EVA, can I detach it? Yes. Does it work for a construction? What is this abomination that you behold? This is the Eve vessel in its many parts. Where's construction? There it is. Pick it up? Yes, I can. Ooh. It is now back to being attached. My master plan is a success. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Down, down. There we go. Forwards. Nope. Nope. Just some mild brain damage, it's fine. And now this should be able to go retrograde. Something's happened. from here. What was controlling it then? Where is it controlling from? Don't know. Yeah, there's nothing else. There's no docking port or anything it could be controlling from, so I don't know where it's controlling from. Yeah, it's a lot of parachutes. That is true. We're not going to hit those. Good. Oh. Yeah, we are going into the atmosphere hard. Let's just quick save for now. And switch over and dock these quickly. Before that gets into atmosphere. Set as target. Aim target. Roll from here, set that as target, aim at target. Hopefully they won't smack each other. So, 2 aborts, 3 near fails, 1 partial fail, 0 total fails, and 1 success. Those are numbers I can live by. Just a touch close. Should I add a fail counter to the screen? I could do that. Text. There we go. That's totally accurate and no lies here. Sure that things going alright. So control from here. Targets. Docking force, why not? Nope, I moved out of range right as I switched over. Let's do. This time. I think. There we go. That doesn't count as a fail. Slight unexpected bump. So yeah, this is what we're going to be taking. So I will bring the engineer along, but first let's deorbit something. Probe. It didn't take 2 tries, it took 1.25 tries. Let's be honest, the first try was literally just going out of range and having to reset things. We're already on course. That doesn't seem like retrograde. That's... Actually, no, I want to be pointing prograde. That we head forwards into the atmosphere. Physics warp around. Do astronauts take multiple tries to get it done? Maybe. I'm not sure about that. I know that they go very slowly. I'm not a real astronaut, therefore I must be perfect. That's how the logic works, yeah. I see no fault with that. Okay, with that we are in atmosphere. Let's bring in the solar panels and launch the ejector, the coupler. But it's already been done before. Oh. Yeah, I also didn't set the heat shield for an entry quite this hard. Oh well. We've got an extra layer of ablative heat shield. I guess it makes sense that we can't refill it with explosives. Physics off a bit to speed things up. Definitely not going to use aero brakes quite at the moment because we're already coming in quite harsh. And slowing down at the moment will just make things even more harsh. Yeah, our extra layer of ablatives is heating up nicely. And soon it should ablate away. Now I have an imaginary amount of fails. Okay. I mean, we're under 40 kilometers up now. Periapsis is dropping to 15 kilometers. And now we are ablating properly. Nothing else seems to be overheating, but I expect the solar panels will burst. Coming in with the sun. Something's overheating. I can't tell what it is. Either 128 fails. Okay, so I squared gives -1, I4 gives +1. 128, that should be divisible by 4. I think. So 1, yeah. The engine might be overheating, as if I'm seeing right. I don't know what's... Maybe it's the fuel tank. Speaking of fuel tanks, let's leave the fuel to the front. A bit more stable. Oh, welcome Drengi for the raid. We're playing Dwarf Fortress. Drengi's the one I'm doing the Dwarf Fortress relay game with. Yeah, currently re-entering with some one of the boosters. Welcome Drengi. Seems... We are going a bit fast. How long can the air brakes last? Not long. This might just crash into the surface. We're still going 1.4 kilometers a second. They're not overheating at the moment. Air brakes are seem to be working. Okay. Might have survived. Still going a bit fast. Still going a bit fast. Okay, there go the drogue chutes. Should be fine now. Let's move fuel backwards again. Yeah, how's the fortress going? Had a goblin raiding crew show up asking for a parley. The minotaurs showed up and killed 20% of the dwarves. And there's half the remaining goblins... goblins, not dwarves. And there's half the remaining goblins on Death's Door. Very... War Fortress. Should be a safe speed, I think. We should be going 0.1 meters fast, 1 meters a second faster. Then it would be a nice speed. Perpetual motion machine overperforms. Good. It perpetually motions. Enough. Getting close to splashdown. There we go, splashdown. And recovered. But what do you mean it's overperformed? It's spraying water everywhere. No. $70,000 funds refunded. Cool. Not the main reason I'm recovering parts these days. Well, there it is. No big fail yet. No big sad yet. Or maybe big sad for you, no big sad for me yet. Now... yeah, there are no failures, only fun. That's something Dwarf Fortress and KSP has in common. Now, if I move over to this side of a rocket, I can pick up my struts. And do the other very Kerbal thing. Node. And use these struts, the remains of these struts. I should have brought a ladder. Oh well. Now, connecting the ships together. Middle one and the main section, I guess. No, stay still. Oh. No. Ports. 3D maneuvering is hard. Actually, cross over the top, and let's move this one from the top to the bottom. This one as well. That should be a bit more stable, I think. Also, totally didn't really release any caged boars into the pastured animal pen. Okay. Was that a good thing or a bad thing? Yeah, I'm not too surprised it was a bad thing. It is a wild animal after all. Some struts up. Outside, only the wild boars and a dog or two died. 4 dogs! Can move a bit further along. Okay, now I should be able to move them up. Good. Yeah, you don't need to weld it on fully yet. We're just moving things across. 4. Still moving things along. Had more dogs be born this session than died. Yeah, but dogs could always be trained into like hunting dogs or war dogs. Yeah. Here. Now, I should be able to connect these two together. So I will just move them up. Get back into construction mode. It was gonna die at this rate. Ah, they're fine. Back up, craft. Up. Yeah, that's how you weld things. Just shoot a laser at everything else around it. Remove. Did I leave one behind somewhere? Oh, right, it's this one. Yeah, okay. Oh, I can't grab that one, because I'm gonna guess space part is down here. Okay. Move it. Real Kerbals are made out of plant. That makes sense. We don't need to use it all. Death is a construct invented by the Kerbal Jedi. Frankie? What? Battle. Oh. Okay, even better. Shoot a laser through the things. Yeah, I'm sure that won't go wrong. Let's pick that up. That side here, I think. Won't reach, okay. Maybe there. What am I doing? I am moving struts around so that this whole thing can be a touch more stable. It's not going to be very stable. Oh no. You're gonna check my other streams for fails to mark your tally? Quick, make everything private. Where was that? Right, I want to put it up there. Good. So there is a ladder there. That would have been easier. So, okay. Just put there for now. What? Just anywhere. Okay. Good. Now, if I move over to here, grab there. Yeah, but not quite far enough. No, the ladder will be on this side. Okay. And attach it here and out. No. Nope, it doesn't like that. Okay. So, well, at least I can move them around to other sides. So. Okay, so now access UV construction mode, RCS on. Here-ish. Move up a bit closer. Oh. There. And now construction again. Go from here down to here. Oh. Let's try again. Actually, I think I just need to be close to this side for it to work. Really not liking that. Maybe that's why. Can't attach it to the dish. Oh. And that's the other thing. Whenever you try to do EVA construction, sometimes it'll just move stuff. Real Kerbals made out of plant. Real plants made out of Kerbal. Is there somewhere else I could, if it wouldn't get constructed? Maybe here? Close. There we go. That worked. Now, oops. And not crash into the solar panels. That'll do. Where's the last one? It's probably fine. EA construction. Let's get back on board. Ooh. Yeah, beginning to run a bit low on EVA propellant. Board. Okay, so now then, 09 by 107. That's circular enough. Let's go to Eve. Point towards maneuver. And then I'm going to have to do some other things because I've got another maneuver planned before. And that's really poor timing. Have I just missed a window, perhaps? I don't think so. I think it could be more... maybe I have. Wattam. That's how I pronounce it, at least. I guess I'll save that. Start time warping. Oh, Sentinel droid has now mapped 9 out of 10 suitable asteroids near Kerbin. Yes, we are just going to leave the Kerbals in space, in this, orbiting for a year. I mean, I could bring them back down in a plane and then bring them back up again, but... So, I sent this absolutely ages ago. And we're about to get to Jool. In a few dozen days. Sentinel has finished mapping suitable asteroids around Kerbin. That contract. Yay. Hashtag we abuse Kerbals. Yeah. Successfully mapped a portion of the asteroids that pass near Kerbin's orbit. 200,000. Yay. Woohoo. A bit of science and a bit of reputation. World's first milestones. You've achieved accomplishment of our space program has attracted contributions from numerous organizations. 50,000 space bucks, 2 science and 2 reputation. Wow, flyby of Jool. Hashtag Kerbal views is ethically sound. Yeah. Now that we're in high space, what's our 20% from our geostationary relay? So let's log data and transmit. First scientific data from Jool. Yeah, electric charge is doing fine. Welcome back. How many fails did you tally? Quartz 5, near fails 14, partial fails 8, fails 9, successes 18. Yeah. More science, I guess. $163 science. I don't actually read that. Cool. Temperature. Yeah, I think that's a fairly common result. I don't think the atmospheric one will work. Yeah, I think so. Hashtag it's... It was probably like being abused. Hashtag it's for their own good. Is there any other science I've got on here? I don't think there is. Oh, I've got the Science Juniors, but... What was the report on this again? Measured interaction between the solar wind and magnetic field of this body as it deflected charged particles. Okay. And with that, we can come up a bit closer. Hashtag it is needed for them... What? Needed for them to live a healthy life? Kieran is trying to read, like, hey, I blame it on the writing. certainly not getting to Jewel very quickly. So, if it's still going as planned, we should be getting an intercept with Tyler, I guess, which should then be capturing. Let's also just point more towards where this doesn't actually have a maneuver to it. I will use that maneuver node just to get close. There is there. There's one of its means. Oh, there's some other means. That's a nice time off to watch. Watching the 3 planets go around in orbit. Watching the clouds. Cool. It's still high orbit, I wonder? Yeah, still high space, okay. 6 viewers, let's go one closer to channel points. You can delete that maneuver. Pointing towards that maneuver node. Now, I think... I don't actually remember what I was intending to do with this mission, to be honest. Did I write it down? I hope I wrote it down. I probably didn't. Other than to say that it's a mission that's ongoing. I remember I was planning to go through some atmosphere or another, that's why I've got the heat shield on top. So, like, this section would dip into a planet's atmosphere, or maybe Jewel's atmosphere. I think maybe this one's supposed to stay up in orbit or something? Not sure. I made this a long time ago. A long time ago. Maybe it's in here? Oh, that's one. Program, that's probably it. No, that's just saying it's an ongoing mission. Jewel probe. Tiny dip into upper atmosphere of Jewel and Lath is the plan. Aha. Okay. Sure. That may be a thing. So, 14.7 fails to 18 successes is my success rate. It's greater than 1. Check my contracts. I don't think this is a contract thing. I think this is just... I saw that there was a good Jewel window. And so decided to go to send something to visit Jewel to pick up science. And then I went ahead and completed my tech tree. Okay, well, I'm going to keep forwards then. Do you have an encounter with Silo? That should get us to capture around Jewel at least. I think maybe the plan is to decouple this and then keep the relay antenna up in orbit for this. Hi, Jewel. This probably isn't low. Still high overdraw. Okay, that's fine. I can come back later. Closer one. Forwards a bit. Okay, oh, okay, yeah, we're just passing by. We're literally not even doing a burn here. Okay. But I will run some science while I'm here. Yeah, an instrument reads 0. It's as if we're in a vacuum. I wonder why. If we're in high over, we can do this one as well. Electric charge is fine. First flyby of Tylo. We've escaped the gravitational influence of Joule. I don't think entering the gravitational influence of Tylo counts as escaping the gravitational influence of Joule. Don't know about you. We have the first scientific data from Tylo. Fun fact, the range and domain of a sine, cosine, or tangent function is complex numbers. Yeah, makes sense. I think that's the case with most functions, though. Yep. Goodbye, Tyler. You were very useful in capturing around Joule. I think what my plan might be is all complex numbers. Okay. That's a bit more impressive. Hi, Tylo. And in other words, first, you have escaped the gravitational influence of Tylo. Ooh. I mean, definitely domain of sine and cosine makes sense to be all numbers. Don't know what the imaginary trigonometry functions are like. Don't know how they work. High moons. It's time warp. Be this highest point. Currently my periapsis is within Joule. Doing some math, I have a 55.5% chance of success for each mission. Okay. That's reasonably okay. So it's a 13-second burn around apoapsis. Apoapsis is a bit triangular. I've actually gone past apoapsis. So let's just burn now. Milestone seen. There we go. First milestones, you've entered orbit of Joule. That counts as being low orbit, do you think? I mean, it's within Lave's orbit. Halfway? Probably close enough. Do I use the remainder of this, or do I go just to the last part? I wonder. Let's use up the remainder of this, I think. So I want to dip it into fuel a bit, probably. Maybe might just leave it in orbit for now. Forwards a few days. Hang on. Gilly's surface scanner. Eve. Oh, the Gilly surface scanner, not the Eve surface scanner. And it's the surface level scanner. Right. Yeah, that's fine then. Walk forwards 25 minutes compared to the 14 days. Eccentric orbits can be a bit funny. Going polar orbit as well. Oh. Magnetometer. Oh, it's still high over. Okay. You will need to go a bit lower. 40 seconds from periapsis. If this is still high, it's all going to be high. Yeah, okay. Well, for now, I'll leave it at that. And I can do other things another time. We are successfully in orbit with Jewel. And not likely to interact with another planet with this orbit. So I think that was intentional. I think it was intentional. Although it might be good to get rid of the inclination. Might have been intentional. I might have wanted to get rid of the inclination and I just didn't have the maneuver for it. You're heading off. Have a good night. Best of luck. See you next time. Yeah, maybe I intended to have a maneuver to get rid of the inclination, or maybe I wanted to do it this way, but it would also be good to get rid of the inclination to be able to intercept with planets. That would be nice. I guess I could... inclination is easier to change when you're far away and it's going slowly, so probably best to do that before using aero braking. In any case, let's leave that for now and go back to stuff. And warp. There we go. What I'm probably going to do is break... it's an 8-minute long burn. That actually isn't that long. So, how long is the orbit? 33 minutes. Okay, relatively speaking, it is fairly long. In that case, yeah, I probably will be breaking it into parts then. So, I'm going to maneuver here. 0 that. Then do... meters a second is the second one. 1,000. Oh, I can always just do... 1,000, I want to do 100. What's that? There, I think. Let's just toggle it off. I think that's where it's putting me up to. So, more. That's only 20 meters a second. I thought it was 200. Okay. And it's maybe up to about moon heights. Let's go 4-minute burn. So this is 500 meters a second. Let's go ahead and remove 500 meters a second. 500 meters a second from this one. Then we need to put it into the right place. Overlap position. We'll be getting that. The target position will be slightly right. We need to bring it back in orbit. Yep, there we go. That gets the counter. Then maneuver 1 is in 11 minutes and it's 4 minutes long. Okay. Hopefully, we'll be stable enough. Good measure. I'm just going to lock these. Save. So 4-minute long burn, that'll be 2 minutes per side. Bit closer. No other engine should be active. Should just need to press Z. Launch. That seems stable. Of course, now I have jinxed it, so it won't work. Now, bit of physics swapping. Yeah, that's okay. So 4-minute. Oh, not pointing the right way. Versus something. Yeah. And it's been around in a minute. Better be able to. I think it will be able to. Yeah, holding in there. Nice. Just about able to turn around in that time. couple seconds. There we go. Now the bar's going down. Be able to physics walk a bit. So if it's a 4-minute long burn, 3 times physics speed, that should be a minute and 20 seconds. For us watching this. So what was your fail counter? You put the fail counter at 14.7 fails. That's from aborts. What counted as aborts? Near fails aren't fails, calculated successes. Go into map mode, you can see slowly growing the apoapsis. Probably good idea to slow down physics warp soon. Yeah, I am happy with the stability of this so far. I mean, it shouldn't get worse, I think. 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 1. Time to point where it wants to. Oh, not the right way anymore. 0.1 meter a second. It is annoying, but that's how it does things. Okay. Now, evaluate this one. Currently not in line to counter. Do I have it as target? Yes, I do. Not showing target line, so I think what I'll need is just a retrograde. Too little. Oh no, retrograde not do it. Not even a target marker, why not? Nothing for position at closest approach, which makes this quite hard. Plus side burn time is in 4 days, so I've got time to figure it out. Not happening in like a minute. Maybe change the timing of it. What if I move? Now we get an approach. Okay, good. Line, did I maybe change this? It's at 21.6 at the moment. No. Honestly, doesn't seem to change. Was it the... Now, let's bring encounter a bit closer. Maybe a bit too close. 1 kilometer. That's totally a safe encounter height. 1 kilometer above the surface of Eve. Yeah. let's maybe go for that instead. Evac K Desert Point. I don't know what that is, but I'm glad that I'm more fun than whatever that is. Let's time warp around to the next. Neither the second half of Alburn. Yeah, one launch is a perfectly reasonable height for a flyby of an atmosphere without much in the way of heat shields. Another Kerbal streamer, okay. Gilly surface scanner. Right. Oh, yeah, I've still got 2 days on this, that's fine. No, I think you meant to shout that, Kerbal. This end time is a minute and a bit. Oh. I think that'll be enough Delta V. That should be enough Delta V to get it back down to Kerbin. Unless it's enough to escape. Oh, minute 50, so 45 seconds? No, not 45 seconds. 55 seconds? Yes, 55 seconds. I can have mathematics. I can also do numbers. I can save them real good. Let's not. Let's actually do a more reasonable burn time. Imagine 8 seconds. So 38 seconds. There we go. Shouldn't be enough Delta V there to escape Kerbin. You'll be fine. Yeah, fine. And we're about to be staging. Flat engines stage. And slowly, and now go up to full boost. Bye-bye, engine, lower stage. Bit of physics warp on this. Get rid of physics warp on that, and slow down the engine. Okay. Could be. Oh, no encounter. Says target. I need to go a bit more prograde. No, maybe I've overshot. Not reading chat quite at the moment. I've heard notifications, but trying to get this thing first. Okay. Let's bring the thrust limiter down a bit. It's a bit more manageable. Once I finish turning around. And flip it around. That good enough. Just get captured will be good enough. And then set an alarm clock for it. This is the Gilly surface. Okay. Now I can reach out. Let's back up. Yeah, nothing would be bad. Nothing bad would happen from a 1 kilometer flyby of Earth, especially if you have enough velocity to escape again. And Kerbals all caps makes me think of it as an acronym. Yeah, it's kind of like I don't have any air brakes on this, but air brakes in KSP is an acronym. I can't remember what for, but still. Accidentally hit caps lock. If you want another nerd game, this game called 4D Goffle. I see. 4D Goffle. Kerbal emergency rocket-based aeronautical launcher. Yeah, real reason they've got the space agency. It's to be able to escape Kerbal in emergency. Emergencies of such vital importance as wanting to get out of a meeting. Just casually built the solar panels through the truss. Yeah, there's nothing wrong could go wrong. Nothing could go wrong with that. These things are dangerous things and will sneak up on you, yep. But yeah, no. Launching out of the atmosphere to escape a meeting is hardly an overreaction. It's just a perfectly justifiable reaction. Perfectly justifiable amount of reaction. No over about it. Now, quick save to make sure I don't go over. Be another 4-minute long burn. It is weird seeing Kerbal and the moon kind of move around together like that. The ISS should take more time-lapse videos pointing outwards. Well, I guess I don't really get the same kind of view of having this in perspective. The ISS in perspective. Yes, I just need to wait 40 seconds. By that I mean time warp and miss the time. I didn't, that's good. 3, 2, 1, go. And physics. Tea bag broke, so now I've got little bits of tea in my tea. Don't have a filter. But ISS is also lower than my ship was. Yeah. I guess they wouldn't get as much of the perspective stuff then. They would be going fast in a faster orbit, so time-lapse effect is closer, but it's not quite, you don't get the same perspective. What kind of tea? It's a ginger cinnamon tea. Getting there. Another 20-ish seconds, or I guess less than that now. And with the way the camera's moving, I think... Nope, never mind. I guess I wasn't on free camera. 1. A bit more physics warp. Okay, now... Okay. Now let's just eyeball it. So if I do prograde here, was further away. Flip over to retrograde time. Sure, the number being red isn't so bad. You can see as well, like the accuracy of a prediction changing depending on the physics warp. So the exact number is struggling still. I have enough thrust to capture. Such a million kilometers. 100 kilometers. Burn, yep, that still works. What is maybe go for 120 kilometers. That'll do, 150 kilometers. No, not prograde, retrograde. How long of a burn? 2-minute burn. Less than 2-minute burn to capture. Cool. Let's start with that. And point towards the maneuver, I guess. You're not crazy. This is the third KSP stream called KSP Career Mode Eve, probably. The first one ended because internet went out, because the switch died. Second one, internet was back. I started getting things up into space, but didn't actually get to Eve. And this time, I am actually getting to Eve, and it's no longer just probably. Okay, let's add the alarm clock just to be sure. Eve. Okay, let's switch to the Gilly mission first. Just get it to capture, and then I can actually rendezvous with Gilly at my own leisure. Let's follow us out of Kerbin. There's Kerbin. Everyone wave. There's no one on board to wave though, I guess. I should call all my future streams that. Yeah, Eve, probably. We're going to Jewel? No. Eve, probably. I mean, what is Jewel but a larger Eve with more atmosphere and less ground? Hi, Kerbin. Still see it. I can still see it. Can't see it anymore. I can see the sun. Now, where is the target? Target is ahead of us. Somewhere. Starting to slow down time warp. Where is it? I know you're out there. Somewhere. Oh, there you are, down there. What is the moon but a closer Eve? Time warp's really slowed down. Did I do that? I didn't think I did that, but maybe I did that. Now have our Eve of influence. Yeah, the moon is a closer Eve, but without the atmosphere. Let's walk a bit closer again. Okay, 30-second burn, so 15 seconds aside, roughly. Quick save now. Press the quick save button again. That's just pure habit, but probably a good habit. And burn. And physics swap, because I'm lazy. And more physics swap, and less physics swap. And with that we should be captured. And then set Gilly as the target, and then do nothing. 102, yeah, that's a lot of donation I need to deal with. I will do that another time. Oh. Its gravity is so very weak. So let's just not think about that. Okay. There's also get our scientists out. Children, experience Upper Eve orbit. What do you think of it? You've recorded your observations about the situation. Okay. Well, that's not exciting. Purple. Do I should have oh, did it not? Oh, it's up here, that's why. Let's just quickly transfer screw across. Yay. Pop out your parachute for now. Let's go. RCS on. Off and science of spinning a screw. And it flips. Okay, there it goes. It's already been done. Okay. Leave that floating through space forever. Oh, I hit it. Purple best color, not necessarily my favorite, but for best. Okay, now back to the mission at hand. Up. Let's do the... That probably is. It's totally copyright. Let's not sing that. So Jordan's headbutt, that's where you're heading, and hopefully not with a crash. So minute 40, so 30 seconds plus 20 seconds gives us 50 seconds on either side. Don't know why I'm physics warping this. Time warp it. What did I say, 50 seconds? So now I can just swap this part. Now the question I have, what is the best way to do this? In terms of releasing the satellites. Camera just did a full 180 there. Camera just wants to do acrobatics. Why not? It's free to do acrobatics. I didn't need to be precise with that, did I? Oh well. After periapsis, that's good. So I would like to have one these. How much delta V do these individually have? Is question. What is the root part? Not sure. How much delta V roughly to get from here down to about circular? That is not the right direction. About 1,000 or 3,000. Okay, so doesn't take much to change the inclination up there. We could get something into a roughly polar orbit. In fact, if I look at this, I should be able to get polar orbit. Okay. 90-degree inclination. Shot. 190 degrees. I can already see what's the most years you've had up. Viewers I've had at one time. I don't know, I don't actually. Because I've got the chat covering the screen, two chats that I don't tend to look at the actual viewer counts. So for all I know, I could be screaming to the void half the time. Use voice text. Ah, okay. That explains some of the typos, but also, does that explain the caps lock Kerbal? Yeah, YouTube has a nice little graph that it shows. That's a fair bit higher than I'm used to seeing it. And Twitch just says what the current viewers are. You typed some of it? Aha. Fair enough. Problem is, I don't think these have 1,000 meters a second of delta V. Although, actually, I did make this one use Xenon. It probably does, right? Best at spelling, so use voice to text when you don't know how to spell it. Okay. Do you have a different language as your first language? No? Oh, okay. Actually, great thing about streaming and having this on Twitch and on YouTube, I can go to my YouTube channel and watch my video to see how much delta V the part has. Where is your channel? There it is. Streamed days ago. I sent it up with the plane. That'll be near the end of the stream. Yeah, it's got nearly 10 kilometers of delta V. Okay, I think it's fine. So I'm just going to get it into a polar orbit and then decouple it. Whee. Yep. Hi, Eve. You'll be coming back soon enough. Just a 20-day diversion. Save. Bit of time warp. Minute 54 seconds, so 30 seconds plus 20 seconds plus 2. So 52 seconds aside. I'm speaking this out loud on stream. That's because that's the only way to actually accurately say it in stream. Periapsis is currently negative. Should be fine though. Should be going positive again soon. Yeah, there we go. Inclination's coming down. A bit faster, please. 0. Here we go. 90 degrees inclination. What time is it for me? It's currently nearly midnight. Okay. A bit later than I thought it was. Oh. Here. Almost uploaded 1,000 videos to YouTube. Ooh. Some of it is in series of things that have I've been doing for a long time. Be able to control from here. I think if I decouple. Yes. It's a little bounce. I guess I didn't set the couple strength from that. I also do not seem to have any RCS, so I guess the only option will be the burn. Let's go anti-normal to cancel out that inclination I just added. 1, 0. Oops, and now I need to go normal again. And the solar panels now. Okay, no, it needs to be closer. It's fine though. Slow down. That's significantly faster than I expected it to be. We'll do it in a couple of loops, but still. Not bad. Now, back to here. Control from this one. Now we're back. Okay, now we've got a W out again. Let's get rid of that maneuver node. I will want to that's not where I really want it to be. I want it to be probably somewhere around down here in order to flip it to get it down to 0. The inclination down to 0, that is. 4 hours ahead of you? I'm making you look bad with all my uploads. Do you have a YouTube? I know you. All I know you do is stream Twitch. Down to 3 degrees there. It starts going up again. Okay, let's do it a bit more precisely. A bit less precisely. Okay. I think I should be able to get it down to 3 degrees from this, and then I might need to either change the normal, anti-normal, or the timing of it. 4, 3, 2. That's all I can get. That's normal's not doing anything. Get rid of. Okay, I definitely need some normal. Okay. At this point, it might just be timing then. You do? Okay. Right, you have your music on there, don't you? Just look it up. How much longer do I plan on streaming? Not too much longer. Yeah, your music stuff. But so. Right. I don't know what time the messages were sent. I saw the how many do you have as responding to during. Okay, looking at the timing of that, that does need to be changed. What does not too much longer mean? Less than an hour. Probably less than half an hour. and maybe a different amount of time. And needs to be more around like there. Where is that angle? Try to bring the time down so that it's more in line. Now try to fix the inclination. Bring the inclination down. 0.2, that's promising. 0.3, less promising, less promising. But I mean 0.2 would still probably be fine. Yeah, 0.1. 0.1's good. Although now need to words says milestones. On crew transfer near Eve. Okay. So like another hour. No. Do I have an alarm on the other one? No, I don't. That's fine. Let's switch over to it. Am I and Drinky Friends RO? Yes, we are. I pressed buttons and I thought that would switch. But no. Okay. Let's do this one first. Because this is one which is going to have maneuver first. And this one's probably going to be slower to actually... My first upload was almost 7 years ago. I remember when I first was uploading, we were still doing Crusader Kings 2, not 3. I don't think I've uploaded since we started playing 3. Oh. Now that is something I did not consider. Yes, we have enough solar panels, I think, to run continuously. There's this thing called a planet, though. Event's supposed to begin in 2 minutes. Yes, do that then. So if we look at this, yeah, electric charge, we have enough solar panels to recover all the electric charge, but yeah, you aren't even a teenager, I'm all... Planet who puts there? Exactly, just because you want to orbit it doesn't mean it needs to be there. Ugh. Let's do some physics warping. And now it's going to drain. Right, possibly faster than I have the fuel for. The orbital maneuver is what I meant. But maybe not. Oh, maybe not after all. Now this would be a good time to have better time warp, because then I think I could go even faster than 4 times physics warp. I didn't have a job back then, yeah. First game I did was a Let's Play of this one I got as a gift from you, I think. Okay, so first half done. Full probe control. I don't know why not letting me get rid of the maneuver. Excuse me? Full probe control? Do I not have... I got direct connection to Space Center and ComNet path. 100% strength. My warping? Okay, maybe I was. In any case, another maneuver in a handful of hours. That should actually be happening before anything else. That'll be an 8-minute burn, so let's go for 4 minutes. That's what the first one was, and I've proved that I got enough batteries for that. I could be 18 right now and still not have been a teenager 7 years ago. Could have been 18 right now and still... Yep. It's time warp. Still got ink. Yeah. Back up to full charge of electric charge. Is yep, getting lower. I'll save the power though. Okay, might not have enough power for this time around because it's starting in darkness. And physics warp. Guess I could keep the experiments. Not transmit it. I don't think this uses science. Power. Take for science. Didn't even say no when I called. I said I'm pretty sure I said I'm not old. Drinky, I'm not old. You're old. Yeah, I'm in my 20s. And I wasn't in my 20s when I first started uploading. Youth's expectations of age are different from an adult's. I mean, really, the secret of it is, no matter how old you are, you're not old. It's just that everyone else is young. If you're old, did you ever regularly use the rotary telephone? I did not. However, I have seen them. Don't think I ever actually properly used one. Actually, I might have used one in a museum in Canada. It's like a telecommunication museum or something. Or, no, maybe it was UK? I was one after the internet started to become popular, therefore I'm not old. Transmit zero science. Huh. Okay. Right then. Let's go to the other data. Oops. Oh. Didn't know you could do that. There. Oh, I'm gonna guess it's because it's already been transmitted. Right. Can transmit that one. Space near Eve. Yeah, I think I've already done the near Eve space stuff. Seeing one doesn't count. It only counts if you actually use one that was installed for use as an actual telephone and not a display item or forgotten in an attic. So, I haven't used one, but I do think I've seen one that was still in use. It wasn't mine. It could have worked if the cord wasn't cut. I think at that point, radial via normal ones are actually giving like prograde retrograde effectively. It's 90 degrees off. Periapsis 64 kilometers, 115. That'll do. Okay, let's time warp to that. When the 3-minute long burn, so 1:30 each side. You got to play with it? Nice. Most people today, I would guess, put in an emergency situation, might not fully know how to actually use it. I feel like I've seen a game show where they did something to that effect, and like I think the prompt was basically you have to like call emergency services or something, and no one was able to. Getting close to maneuver. Go, 2, 1, go. Last time you saw a functioning rotary phone was 2004. That was because it was installed as a fixture on the wall and wired into the building. Nice. Yeah, maybe a touch hard to remove at that point. Because home phones would totally always be the fashion, right? Long time, you know how to drive standard, does that help? Probably. I can't. The long time between creation of first networks, the creation of the internet, and then the opening of the internet, which led to the popularization of the internet and rise of the web. The internet is old. The internet is old does not mean that I am old. Drinking might be old, but internet gained popularity around 9. I wouldn't say it was popular in 95. Like, it started getting some mainstream use, but I'd say popular in early 2000s. Okay. Okay, I do have a periapsis. That's good. Inclination 0.9. Okay. Can I fix that? Can. No. It's a 1.6 meter. The time of the dinosaurs. About right. This last barrier to commercialization ended in 95. When would you say the internet became popular then? Web entered general use around 94, yeah. That's close enough to not circular. Very much not circular. Okay, started to become popular in the late 90s. Obviously, the dinosaur stopped roaming the Earth 10 years before he was born. So, what was the mathematics for releasing equilateral triangle again? I mean, at least I can bring perhaps this down significantly. So, to have also don't remember if my equation was for which side of the equation. Did you ever use DVD to watch a movie? Yep. Did you ever use tape to watch a movie? Videotape? And this is also when companies like Amazon and Google were formed. Yep, being run out of basements from Amazon's case at least. Not basement, garage. Ah yes, DVD is from 1982, so you're old. That's totally how logic works. You know, homes are prehistoric, so you're very old. Minutes. You say 50-second burns. I seem to like getting 50-second burns. Quick save. Okay, it doesn't like me physics warping as much when it's closer in. Physics warp from map view then. Okay. Here we go. That one doesn't need to be precise. DVD was specified in 96 but didn't come mainstream until early 2000s. How long did they last? I mean... like, it's still in use, I guess, but... needs... I have it on my computer, but that's about it. So, to try to remember my orbital mechanics, I want the orbital period to be some ratio with 3 in it. Yeah, don't you get work because you lost his hearing in his 60s, so you're old. Uh-huh. Compact disc was invented in 82. DVD data format that used compact disc came. So. So I'm wanting the orbital period to be let's see, it would be longer. A third longer would probably do it. Yeah, a third longer would do it. I think on... oh, I also need it to be a minimum distance away, and that's probably less than the minimum distance. I go to E focus. I think there's equatorial radius 700 kilometers, so periapsis needs to be 100 kilometers. Ugh. Yeah, it needs to be that long as well. Otherwise, they're too close to actually be able to see each other. An equilateral triangle. So the I guess. And from memory, when I last did the maths for it, it needs to be your orbital height needs to be the same as the radius in order for everything to see each other. That doesn't sound right, does it? What this has what C stands for? Yep. You know, compared to the floppy disks preceded them. If it's 700, is something like that. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, 700 makes sense. What type of floppy disk are we talking about? Well, compact disk is still smaller than... Compact disk was like 4" or something compared to the small floppy disk, which was 5" from memory. And then you had the larger floppy disk, which was 7" I think. Time warp out. Second bend, so like 20-ish seconds aside. 2. 5.25" is only small if you're old enough to remember the 8". Was the compact disc actually larger than the smaller floppy disk? Ben? Floppy disk was before I was born. See, I'm young. I'm hip with the youth. I don't know why I'm not physics warming. Its common types in terms of what was made was 3.5". Okay. Huh. I have touched a floppy disk. But it wasn't floppy. What's the size of a CD? Maybe it's called compact because of how much more data it could store or something, I don't know. I was just thinking out of context, this conversation is certainly something. If you're someone who's just popped into stream chat, I'm sorry. If you popped in for just that last message, I'm sorry. These are certainly more compact than vinyl, yeah. So, if I have a look here at circular orbit. It's got a period of roughly an hour. Okay, so I'd want an hour and 20? So then when I get back to the same point, it's 20 minutes behind the other one, which means it's a third ahead. Yes. Right, I remember now. Yeah, it wasn't all neat numbers. It was like plugging in things with sine, or I think maybe double angle formula or something in there. I don't remember. But yeah, plugging in numbers like that, and then it would get you a rough number with many decimal points. Well, last time I did it, I was very precise with it. That will probably be good enough. We've got 5 kilometers a second, that's good. And, I mean, as long as I get them into a nice circular orbit, should be fine. Because they'll be constant distance relative to each other, even if they're not perfectly 60 degrees separated. Yeah, the actual floppy disk was in fact floppy, yeah. So the hard casing that you see is actually not for floppy disks itself, it's just the hard casing to protect the floppy disk. Then I have seen someone pull the floppy disk part out from the casing. I forget why they did it, it was part of a video of some kind. And burn. You've not touched a floppy disk of any size. I'm looking to see if you have any 3.5 inch around anywhere. Fortunately, when you can find your tapes. Do you still have a VHS player? And no longer eclipsed. Planet. 2-1. Down to exactly an hour and 20. 0. And let's warp around again to release a communications satellite. Not VHS tape, cassette tapes, okay. That's smaller. I haven't touched VHS since 2009. Like. Okay, let's now I know I set these ones to have 0 decouple strength. Okay, yeah, it's just peering through the pairing thing. Okay. Okay. I thought for a second that something had broken. Let's turn RCS on. And just get sideways out. See where to live then. Sometimes I forget that we're in 2025. Yeah. Either to bring period down to exactly 1 hour. Should be centered on periapsis. A large equivalent, but 7 seconds to when 3 seconds to periapsis. Load? I say you Atomus knows because you were born before the collapse of the Soviet Union. Yeah. Yep. It's time. Time up. Not miss it. I missed it. This is born before the Big Bang. Maybe not quite that old. I should actually put up the maneuver stuff before starting the time warp. Okay. This time I won't overshoot, because I'm going to stop right now. 5, 4, 3. Close enough. To 0. There we go. And it's too far away. Switch back to it. And Soviet Union collapse again. Kids these days, I don't even remember the late Bronze Age collapse. But do you remember when the Pope met Attila the Hun? You can see here, so relay is now 60 degrees ahead. So let's decouple the next one. Switch over to it. RCS, then one of the directions. Other direction. And at periapsis, doing that same maneuver. So yeah, I guess just 7 seconds in. Okay. Save. Still pointing in the right direction, which makes sense. And then just 7 seconds, so 3 seconds before periapsis. And then keep track of the period. Nine, 5, 4, 3. Four, 2, 1. Do a bit of yes to push final distance, and then extend those solar panels quickly. This one, make sure I extend those solar panels. Normal dissolution was December 26th. The death blow was coup in August. The fail coup, not. Let's extend those solar panels. Switch back. And switch back to plane. you go to bed. How much? I'm probably just going to release this last relay. And that will probably be it. Yeah, I'll call it there. It's past. So deploy this. Move around. So here's a good time to then couple this to it. Just ignore the fact that there's nothing holding these two parts together. RCS. Let's go this way. I change it to add the truss back in. I got rid of it because it didn't look nice connecting up here, but anyway, got some time to periapsis. Put it on a bit more. Oop, nope, overshot. You're thinking that you're good at the game and then you see this? It's just a big ship. With a plane on the front. That's all it really is. Just slow down a bit more. So I think if I create a maneuver here, I'm pointing in the right direction, good. So, quick save, time warp. So there's 3 seconds left. Slightly mistimed that. Get that down to exactly 1 hour. There we go. Now if I extend this, should have a full or nearly full relay network. Because I am noticing it isn't quite circular, but they all have the same orbital period. How do my docking sections work? By not being docking sections, they were just couplers. I switch over to my main thing. Oh, actually, yeah, I did dock several sections together, I guess. So I'll be finishing soon. I'll just give a brief explanation of this vessel. So basically, I had the central crew section around here. I put this up into orbit. So this had the crew module, some SAS. I also had this decoupler here. That was basically just to have an abort stage when when the rocket was first taking off. So if something went wrong, I could shut down the engines, decouple this, shoot it off to the side, and then deploy parachutes to rescue the Kerbals. But otherwise, there were just the relay satellites in here that were attached with decouplers. And using the airstream protective shells, or the fairings, to cover them. So that was this first section. And on top and on bottom, there are these Clamptron seniors. On the top here, I then sent another rocket up into space, and it docked with that first one. It had a polar orbit satellite and scanning satellite that I had, and this plane. So I got it close, coupled it, and then flew the first section into it. And then I decoupled its section, deorbited that, and sent this transfer stage up into orbit. So this basically was just a whole lot of liquid fuel engines with nuclear engines, so they're very efficient. They then just docked up. I did a bit of added a bit of struts just to make sure everything wouldn't wobble too much, and then yeah, it was all docked. Everything was all docked together, and was able to just push with this section of the craft. Yeah. With that, relay's all set up. We should have good communication now on Eve. I mean, yeah, 99% strength from this communication. We were bouncing off of one of those relays. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, so next time, finish off the polar relay, bring that down, and then performing a scan. If I switch to it, I can see what the actual orbital height we need is. I try to do orbital survey between 70 kilometers and 1,500 kilometers. Well, that should work then. Yeah. Needs a couple of orbits to do that. So yeah, next time I will put this into better orbit for 3 minutes. Next stream will be, yeah, next Tuesday. So I'll be putting this into polar orbit and deorbiting the plane, landing somewhere. I'm not sure where yet. Probably somewhere near resources, so that eventually when I send not a rescue mission, the intentional recovery mission, it will be able to mine ore from the site for a couple of reasons. One, to refuel, but two, to also deliver ore to Gilly for one of the contracts. Yep, this one. Yep, so that's that. I hope you've enjoyed. If you're watching this as a VOD, let me know any feedback you have in the comments. And for Twitch chat, I'm gonna go... It's not a rescue mission, it's a planned recovery mission. No rescues involved. It was intentional. Anyway, yep. See you next time. Twitch, I'm gonna go send you off raiding someone. Let's see. Any suggestions? See you. I want to say KSP. Yeah, there's a few options. No plans, head empty. That's a good title. Kerbals mod? I don't recognize that. Someone, yeah, it seems someone's doing a Kerbal operating system game. Might be interesting. Yep. Yeah, let's go raid for Kerbal operating system. Yeah. Raid message? I don't know. Any suggestions? I don't think I've done a raid message before. or at least start the raid. Yeah, should be same time-ish, same place. And yeah, see you next time.